Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Crafting with Ronda MC. I hope everyone's doing well. Today I am coming on to show you all the small creations that I made using my hot glue molds. This is a follow-up to that video and I will link it in the description below. If you haven't seen it, you might want to go check that out. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I made this little pendant with the dolphin. I think it turned out adorable. It's the resin dolphin, and then the pendant base is made with polymer clay. So, all right, well, let's get started. And remember, at the end of this, I have all the other little creations that I made, and I'll show you what I came up with. Now, I'm going to take my clay, and I am just going to lay it on top of this form. And I'm just going to push it and massage it into the template. We're just going to massage it in. Make sure we get a nice impression here. I'm just going to lightly roll over this. You don't want to press too hard because then it pushes out your clay. Alright, and now let's see. There's the reveal. And we have our texture. Oh, I think that looks so pretty. Alright, now I want to take my teardrop cutter and I am going to cut this out. Actually, I want the waves going this way, or the scales going this way. So let's cut it this, just like this. Okay. So there's our teardrop with our scales. Right, and now I'm just going to take one of my sculpting tools and just go around the edges of this and clean it up. Alright, so now we just need to cut the top of our pendant out, and I'm just going to use the end of a ballpoint pen. And that circle seems to be the perfect size. Going to line it up. Okay. Yep, and that looks pretty good. All right. And there's the circle. Cut a nice crisp circle out for us. So I am going to use, the color I'm using is called Duo Blue Green. And it has like a blue tint, a blue and greenish tint to it. So I'm going to use this. I think this will look nice on the white. I'm just going to brush a little bit of this on here. Just real light. Not too heavy. Just a little color. And the little brush I'm using is just a little brush that came in a makeup kit that I got at the Dollar Tree. I thought it would be perfect for this. And the bristles are real soft. Okay, now that's our blue, and it's like a bluish green. I think that's going to look nice. I want to add a little bit of this chrome. And this I picked up at my local nail supply store. I love how it's got that shimmer. I think that'll just add a little bit more. Just kind of brush the top of that a little bit. This is how we're looking so far. That looks pretty good. I think what I'm gonna do too is I'm gonna go around all these all around the edges and just add a little bit of this silver chrome. And these sides look finished. Oh yeah, that looks nice. See how that's finishing it up? All right, after looking at this and then putting my dolphin on it, I felt like I needed a darker or another color, another contrasting color to go with that. That just looks too plain. It needs a little something. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have some luminaires and I'm gonna go over it with maybe a green. It's called Irish Mist. I think I'm going to brush some of this green on there. Now with these luminaires, they're hard, and what you have to do is just mist them with a little bit of water. And I use these little bottles that I get at the Dollar Tree, and just keep a little water in them. I have one for my rubbing alcohol, but just mist it real light. Let it set for a few seconds. Okay. And I'm just going to take my brush, kind of swirl it around in here. Where you can start seeing everything kind of moving around some. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this. I'll brush some of this on here. Yeah. Just a little. Just add a little something. A little bit more. You got the blue, the green, the white. It's more like the scale colors. Alright, now it has come out of the oven. It's all nice and cool. And this is what we ended up with. I think it looks beautiful. Nice and shimmery. Alright, and now I'm just going to go over it with some polyacrylic. This is the Minwax water-based polyacrylic in the glossy. And I just take some and I put it in this little salad dressing container that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I'll just put a little bit of this on there just to coat it. And this will help with keeping all of our mica powders on that we put on. And I'll seal them in. Alright, I'm going to set and let this dry, and then I'll do the back side. Alright guys, I hope y'all learned something and maybe you guys will make one of these. Now, as promised, here are all the other creations that I made. I hope you enjoy. First off, the little crab. I put that in a sun catcher. I used my cutter and I cut out Seize the Day, and I put that on here. I also put a little sand and seashells, and I did the ocean waves resin. I thought this turned out really cute and it'll look adorable hanging up in the window. I still need to drill my hole and you know, put a hanger on it, but I think that turned out really nice, and that's how I use the crab. Let's see, let me come out just a little bit, a smidge. There we go. All right, and then next I made this little frog pendant with the frog. And I've got the leaf is made with with a fondant cutter that I purchased from one of my Hobby Lobby hauls. And I just glued my frog down with some E6000. I think it makes a really nice pin. That's the pin back. There's my frog. Then I also made, with my turtle, I made another pendant. I was going for the look of him laying across a tree. My husband seems to think that this is a sea turtle. You all tell me what you think. So, and if it is, I may need to rethink the next one that I make. So, but this is how I did my turtle. And your necklace just slides right through the opening there. Okay. And that's what I did with him. All right. Then I also, my fish, I had a coral resin mold, and I just lined that with a little pearl mica powder, and then poured in some white resin, and then I glued my little fish. And this is just, you know, like a little knickknack. It stands up on its own, so you can set it on a little shelf or something. I thought that turned out really good. Okay. Then we also have these snake earrings. I ended up making 2, and I went back and I did the beading and the wiring and made these earrings. I thought these were pretty fun. My daughter, my oldest daughter, said that she wanted them, so we'll see. All right, and then that was the snake. Let's see. All right, so I did the dolphin. I used everything except for these 2, and I am still trying to figure out what to do. If you guys have any ideas as far as to what I could do with them, because I was trying to come up with different ideas. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comment section below for me, and I'll see what I can make with them. But this is what I have left: my starfish and my alligator. But I think all the other ones, I think they turned out really cute. Let me lay this down like that so you can see it. All right. So with a little bit of hot glue, a little bit of resin, you can make your own molds and come up with all kinds of different ideas. All right, you all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.